2011 Cadillac SRX 4. We're removing the motor, putting another one in it. This video is only to show you the hidden bolts. The only way I found that hidden bolt, as you can see, this is the oil pan. We got the outside perimeter bolts, and this piece here mounts up on the side of the engine. It goes on the motor. So apparently, if you wanted to take out the flywheel bolts, drain the oil, and you can remove the flywheel bolts, or you can just remove the starter. Let's see if I can get you up in there, and remove the flywheel bolts that way. That's the way I did it, because I couldn't figure out where the little cover was, the little small hideaway covers to get to the flywheel bolts. But like I said, this video is to show you the hidden bolts. You got this mount here. It's a transmission mount. This transmission mount sits here. It sits there. Obviously it go up higher, but you got bolts in it. There's even a hidden bolt right down the center. Right down the center of the mount. 1, 2, 3, and one across the side. 4. So once you remove that, you see the little bolt right there. It comes from the opposite side. You're not gonna see it even with the starter out. You wouldn't think that that was in there, but as you see, I took that bolt out, which is right there. You're not gonna see it. Well, you can see it, but you're not gonna be able to get to it with that transmission mount. As you see, I took it out and the motor separated. So what I did was I put that bolt back in it. Because I had all of the bolts out, I went back, lowered the vehicle, and took another bolt, screwed it into the top of the bell housing. That way the motor don't fall out, or the train, it ain't gonna go nowhere, because you got a training mount here, you got a training mount back here, and then you got another training mount up top. But just to be on the safe side, you know, you always want to be safe. Also, I'm gonna bring the car down and show you the support that's holding the engine. Hold on. And this is the mount that holds the engine on. Obviously, we gotta remove this mount in order to get this motor out. The reason the valve covers is off, because originally we were gonna do the timing and change the water pump. But they said, forget it, the motor is too far gone, just replace the motor. But we got bolts. I don't know if you can see that one way back down there. Where we at? Hold on. The one down there that's looking like it's in a puddle of coolant. That's a bolt. I put that one back in so it don't just separate on me. But it's 3 bolts. One there. Let's see. It's gonna be one down here somewhere. You're gonna have to come from the front like this and winch that one out. And it's gonna be one down in here in the middle. But it's only 3 bolts on this side. 3 bolts on the other side up under the car, and then you got a few bolts that you got to take off on the transfer case. There's a mount. Where's that mount? Here it is. This is what that transfer case mount look like, that you got to take off in order to get that motor free, because this got to come off because it's on a transfer case, and that goes to the engine, so that got to come off. But yeah, that was it. Those were the hidden bolts. I made it easier on myself. I removed the alternator and the AC compressor. I had to pull the the crankshaft pulley off, because if you're going to go about removing this oil pan, this one bolt here, the crankshaft pulley sits right in the way. So you will have to, 1, 2, and 3. These two you can get to, but the crankshaft pulley sits right in the way. So you will have to pull that pulley off to get to that one bolt on the oil pan. So the engine will come out from the top. It will come out from the top. But I just wanted to show y'all that and let y'all know where those little hitting bolts was, in case y'all wanted to go about doing this yourselves.